Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be testing some foundation, which I haven't done a testing makeup video in years. So this is going to be interesting. Basically, if you don't already know, I've talked about it on social media, I absolutely love the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I think it is incredible, and I've only ever had the tester pots, which are like tiny, but for my 23rd birthday a few weeks ago, my amazing sister got me the full-size bottle. Now, the other day I was scrolling through Facebook, as you do, and this advert pops up, and I was like, I've got to try that because I absolutely love the Estee Lauder foundation and I want to see how the Primark version compares. So I tagged my sister in it because I thought it was funny that she paid like £32 for my birthday present when you can get this £5 dupe one in Primark. And I also tagged Becca, who was my roommate throughout uni, because she was the first one who introduced me to the Estee Lauder foundation in the first place. She then commented on the article saying how I should do a comparison video, so thank you, Becca. I went out yesterday and bought the Primark version, and that's what we're gonna do today. And I know there are thousands of videos out there like this, and I probably could have just watched one of those, but I decided I wanted to do my own one, just for the fun of it, to be honest. So I'm gonna do half my face with the Primark one and half with the Estee Lauder. So just to do a comparison of the bottles side by side, this is what they look like. So the Estee Lauder one is a bit more rectangular than the Primark one, which is more square. These are the two colours that I got. So I got the Estee Lauder one in Ecru, which is the shade that I was colour tested for in the shop. And then for the Primark one, I got the shade Nude Beige. Comparing it to the Estee Lauder one, it is actually slightly lighter. So that's going to be quite interesting to see what they look like on my face together. The Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation has 32 shades available, and the Primark My Perfect Colour Double Coverage Matte Foundation has 8 shades to choose from. So I'm going to put the Primark foundation on my left side just because I've got some spots down here and I want to see if it's good at covering them up. And then I'm going to put the Estee Lauder one on my right, which I use all the time and I know is going to be really good. I'm going to do the Estee Lauder one first just because I know that it looks good on me and I know it's going to be fine, and then we'll compare it to the Primark one. So that is the right side of my face done with the Estee Lauder foundation. So now I'm going to take the Primark one and put it on my left side. Weirdly, out of the bottle, this looks a better shade for me than Ecru does. Okay, so straight away I can tell that it's already not as much coverage as the Estee Lauder one. Smells like sun cream. It's definitely a thinner consistency. Like, it's definitely thinner than the Estee Lauder one. Which I guess if you like buildable foundations might be good. Am I happy with that? Yeah, I think so. Still a little bit of redness on my cheeks. Okay, so my initial reaction for the Primark one is that it's actually pretty decent. Like, I didn't think it was going to be that good, but it's actually, like, for a cheap foundation, it's actually pretty decent. I do feel like I had to put a lot more on the left side of my face, which was the Primark side, just because it was a lot thinner coverage and I kind of had to filled it up quite a bit, and it does look sort of cakey-ish. You know, no one wants to look like they've got cake on their face. The colour is actually pretty decent for me, so if you're wondering, I've got ecru in the Estee Lauder one and nude beige in the Primark one, so that might give you an idea maybe on the colours. I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on. First thoughts are that it's actually alright for a cheap everyday foundation. Like, I don't use my Estee Lauder one every day just because A, it's so expensive, and B, I don't wear foundation every day. If you do wear foundation every day and you want an affordable, decent-ish one, this is actually pretty good dupe for the Estee Lauder one. I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on, get back to you, and then update you throughout the day. So this is what it looks like with my vlogging camera. I think it is starting to oxidize. This is the Primark side, and it does look slightly oranger compared to this. I don't know, you tell me. Does that help? I don't know, I feel like it does look a little bit more orange. It is quite caked on at the moment. In terms of covering up my spots, it actually did pretty well. I'm pleasantly surprised. But yeah, I thought I'd show you what it looks like in different camera. So I've done my makeup, feeling good. Since doing my makeup, I do feel like the Primark foundation is very cakey. It doesn't look amazing on my skin. Like, it looks good on camera, but that's the quality of the camera and the good lighting. Up close it looks okay. Oh, I need to blend that more. Up close it looks okay. Like, this side is definitely smoother than this side. I feel like you can see more of the pores of my skin on this side. Can you see? So this is the Primark side. And this is the Estee Lauder side. If you can see this, I'm gonna blend it in a minute. I want to see how long the Primark side lasts compared to the Estee Lauder side, and I will give you updates as we go along in the day.
7 hours later.
So it's about 7 to 7.5 hours later, and yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the Primark foundation, like thoroughly surprised. So this is what it looks like after several hours. To be fair, on camera, I don't think you can really see much. And this is the Estee Lauder side. So I am pleasantly surprised at how well the Primark foundation held up against the high-end brand. I would definitely recommend it if you are on a budget. It hasn't really come off at all during the day. It's definitely a bit lighter, kind of around my cheek area than on this side. But for the price, for £5, I would highly recommend. And you know, you can't tell the difference looking at my face that I have two different foundations on, I don't think. So, you know what, Primark, well done. And honestly, I think I would wear the Primark foundation again. I tend to only wear foundation if it's for like a nice event or if I specifically want to feel good about myself. But I feel like with such a cheap, decent foundation, I probably would wear foundation a lot more than I do now. And I would probably happily reuse the Primark one and save my Estee Lauder one for fancy events. But yeah, I would highly recommend it. I highly recommend both. So yeah, I hope this video has been informative for some of you guys. It's been a long time since I've done a video like this. I tell you else, you're such a dick!
Sorry.
I hate you so much. I hope this has kind of helped you. I don't know. I kind of did this more for me, just to see what it was like rather than being informative for other people, just because there's thousands of videos like this about these two products, so whatever. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I shall see you soon for another video. Bye! Also, I'm really sorry for the whole audio situation. Do you remember that I broke my recorder when I dyed my hair? Well, the screen is cracked, so I can't see what it says on the screen. and it turns out that the batteries that I was using were dead in the last few clips. Chris tested them and we managed to get it working again. Yay! I'm actually just going to take this off now because I feel a bit gross. That comes off pretty easily actually. I do find that the Estee Lauder one doesn't come off as well.